Hello, how's it going? Today, we're going for a ride around Macclesfield town center. Then, we'll hop onto the Macclesfield Canal and follow it all the way to Marple Aqueduct. It's properly cold here in the UK now, and it's been raining a lot lately. So, I've put on the Ass Saver fender because I'm pretty sure the roads are still wet, and some parts of the canal are going to be a bit muddy. Nothing fancy, just trying to avoid that classic muddy stripe up the back. The past few days, the rain's been so heavy that it's been really hard to get out for a ride. I actually reached the point where I couldn't sit still at home anymore. I just needed to get out and turn the pedals, even if it's just for a short ride. Around the town center, you'll see it's still quite busy, even on a weekday. People are out walking, doing errands, grabbing a coffee, probably making the most of a dry break in the weather, same as me. You will also notice they've started putting up Christmas decorations and lights along the high street, and the big Christmas tree is almost finished. It really feels like Christmas season is in the air now, even though it's cold, gray, and a bit windy. I pulled over here at this little shop with a mural of Ian Curtis, the vocalist of Joy Division. He's actually from Macclesfield. ChatGPT is my new search engine now, so I asked it about him, and it said he's a highly influential singer and lyricist. But there's also some backlash about how he treated his wife and the use of Nazi related imagery around the band. Anyway, the mural itself just looks really cool. I also stopped by a memorial statue that honors the people of Macclesfield who gave their lives in the First World War. The red puppy next to the statue is there to remember them and their sacrifice. It's a way of saying thank you, because without them, we probably wouldn't be as free as we are today, out here enjoying a simple bike ride. War always feels so far away until you see names on a memorial or what's happening in the world right now. When you think about past wars and even the conflicts going on today, it's a reminder of how fragile peace really is. Out here, I'm just riding my bike, enjoying the quiet roads and canals. But there are people who don't have that kind of normal day because of war. It makes you appreciate simple moments like this and hope that one day more people can live their lives in peace without fear the way we're able to right now. Now, we're riding along the Macclesfield Canal, one of my favorite places to spin the legs. You've got these narrow boats and barges
Thank you.
moored along the side, and some of them look like cozy little floating homes. The towpath here is pretty good for both cycling and walking, mostly flat, nice, and steady. But you still have to watch out for puddles, mud, and the occasional really narrow bit, especially when you go under the bridges. Those sections can be quite tight, so I just slowed right down and make sure I'm giving space to people walking their dogs or out for a stroll. It's a shared space, so you'll see a mix of walkers, runners, and other cyclists. It's the kind of place where you don't need to rush, just cruise along, enjoy the reflections on the water, and make the most of being outside, even on a cold day. I have been a bit busy over the weekend because my sister and her family came up to visit from Eastbourne. We went out to Chester and Liverpool to check out the Christmas markets, and they were really nice. Lots of lights, food, and we all had a good time just walking around together.
Thank you. Hi.
People always say the Philippines is proud of having the longest Christmas season because we start celebrating as early as September. But sometimes I feel like a lot of that is pushed by businesses, encouraging people to keep buying and spending because Christmas is the season of giving. And now, when I see news about typhoons back home in the Philippines, it does feel a bit hard to fully celebrate. You're enjoying the lights and markets here, but you're also thinking about people who are struggling, who might have lost their homes or are just trying to get through each day. I guess it's a reminder to keep things in perspective, to enjoy these simple moments, like riding the bike and visiting Christmas markets, but also to stay grateful, be a bit more mindful with what we spend, and if we can, share some of that goodness with people who need it more. Around this time of year, I also really miss my mom. One of my favorite Christmas gifts she ever gave me was a Lego set, a helicopter, and a
Thank you.
speedboat with a rescue team. I was probably 10 years old, and it took me the whole weekend to finish it. Once I'd built it, I realized there were so many other builds I could try, which made it even better. Simple things like that stick with you, and you remember the love behind those gifts more than anything else. What about you? What's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received?
Hi.
At this point in the ride, we're getting pretty close to Marple Aqueduct. I've started pedaling a bit faster because it's about to get dark. I totally forgot that it can already look like late evening even though it's only around 4 p.m. But it's alright. I've got my headlight and taillight on, so I can still see the path ahead and be a bit more visible to other people on the trail. That's one thing about riding in winter here in the UK. You always have to be ready for the light to disappear quickly. The Marple Aqueduct is a pretty special spot. It carries the Peak Forest Canal over the River Got, and it was finished around 1800s. So it's been here for more than 200 years. It's a Grade 1 listed structure and one of the highest canal aqueducts in England, about 30 meters or nearly 100 feet above the river, with three big stone arches holding it up. Right next to it, you've got the railway viaduct, where trains sometimes pass by. It looks really cool when a boat is on the canal and a train goes over the same time. I was actually waiting for a train to come past while I was filming this, but none showed up. So that clip of the train you see here is from a previous ride when I was lucky enough to catch one. On our way back home, we're riding through one of our favorite routes, the Middlewood Way. It's pretty dark here and most of the path doesn't have any lights, so my imagination starts running wild, thinking about ghosts or anything creepy while I'm pedaling through the darkness. Now I'm back in the town center, picking up my wife's favorite cinnamon bun, a little peace offering for being out on the bike this long. Thank you so much for making it all the way to this part of the video. See you on the next ride and please don't forget to like and subscribe.